Hello again. I'm still Ben. I'm back to the hat to find our next topic. The Constitution itself. Now, what do I mean by the Constitution itself? Well, this may be a philosophy video or a policy video, I guess. It's probably more philosophy, but in terms of the legality of it, it needs to be policy because the Constitution itself, exactly as it is written, is the highest order of law in this land. That is the point. Now, just because most people don't understand it because of the either 18th century language or the fact that many haven't bothered to read it and try to parse through it, that's something that I personally am trying to help with my streams. So if you haven't seen any of my streaming yet, I'll be rewording this Constitution so that people can understand what their rights actually are. Everything comes back down to that document. We've agreed legally that that document is the guiding principle of this nation and of the legal system. So anything, anywhere that isn't the Constitution, whether it's federal legal code, state, municipal, or local laws, anything anywhere that does not fall appropriately under the categories and does not align with the values and statements inside the Constitution is by definition unconstitutional and therefore not legal here. You know, this is the document, this is the gold standard that we hold everything against. This is what the law is. We have ways of changing it. The legislature can amend the Constitution and change what that is, and they have to have a pretty significant majority of people in order to do that because it's a very serious thing. But in the end, if we're going to be a nation of law and order, we have to respect the law that we've written down as it is written. It's really pretty simple, you know. I think it's just a matter of people not taking the time to either get through that, like I said, that rough 18th century language here and there to understand what your rights really are. But the Constitution is the enshrinement of those rights. Whatever rights you have here, it's in the Constitution. Anything else anywhere is up for grabs. Federal codes, I don't care what they say. Are they in line with the Constitution? Then that's fine. But if they're not, then they're not. You know, everything has to fall under that umbrella. That is the ultimate document we have here. Do you hear that? You cult members, you religious cult members, the Constitution is the ultimate document in these lands. If you don't like that, you don't like America. Maybe you should go somewhere else. My name is Ben Howison. Sursum corda.